Some mistakes are just simple errors, but some change lives. Jake Thompson was an Amazon delivery driver. His days were spent rushing from house to house, making sure deliveries were on time, double-checking addresses. It was all about efficiency. To him, the job was simple. Grab the package, drive to the address, knock on the door, get a signature, move on. There was no room for mistakes. Time was everything. But that day, without realizing it, he made the biggest mistake of his career. It was early morning. Jake checked his delivery list, turned on some music, and started his routine. Within a few hours, he had already delivered 15 packages. Just as he finished another drop-off and headed back to his van, a notification from the company popped up on his screen. Today's deliveries are critical. Make sure every package reaches the correct address. Customer complaints due to missed deliveries will be investigated. Jake rolled his eyes. Same rules, different day. Everything seemed to be going smoothly, but little did he know this delivery would be different. He glanced at the package one last time. Address, 205 Greenfield Avenue. He double-checked his GPS, arrived at the house, and stepped out. An elderly woman answered the door. "Hi there, Amazon delivery for you." The woman looked at the package, her face full of confusion. She didn't smile. She looked as if she knew this package didn't belong to her. "I didn't order anything." Jake felt a slight discomfort in his chest. He checked the label again. The address seemed correct. "Maybe a family member ordered it for you?" The woman shook her head. "I don't have family. No children. No relatives." Jake hesitated. Maybe the sender had made a mistake when entering the address, but his job was to deliver, not question. "If it's an error, I'm really sorry. You can always contact customer service if you need help." The woman took the package, gave him a polite smile, and slowly closed the door. As Jake walked back to his van, he couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. But the real surprise was waiting for him the next day. The next morning, as Jake sipped his coffee, a notification popped up on his phone. A message from Amazon customer service. "We received a complaint about a misdelivered package at Greenfield Avenue. The package was delivered to the wrong address." Jake quickly checked his logs. He had delivered it to 205 Greenfield Avenue. But the correct address was actually 206 Greenfield Avenue. His stomach tightened. Had the old woman opened it? What was inside? Just as his mind started racing, another message came in from an unknown number. "Hello, I'm the elderly woman from Greenfield Avenue. I opened the package you left, and I just wanted to say thank you." Jake's eyes widened. "Thank you?" Inside was a small teddy bear and a note that said, "A little gift for Grandma." The moment I read that, I burst into tears. No one has given me a gift in years. At first, I thought it was a mistake, but then it felt like fate. That teddy bear reminded me that I'm not forgotten. "Thank you, young man." Jake stared at the screen, a lump forming in his throat. He had made a mistake, but maybe it was meant to happen. Jake thought about it for days. Finally, he made a decision. He was going back to see her. When he knocked on the door, the old woman opened it, wiping her eyes. "Young man, you came back." Jake smiled warmly. "I realized how much that package meant to you. Maybe my mistake wasn't really a mistake at all." The woman, clutching the teddy bear, gestured for him to come in. "Did you know my husband passed away 15 years ago? Since then, no one has given me anything on my birthday. But this little bear, it reminded me that maybe, just maybe, someone out there still cares." Jake swallowed hard. Maybe some deliveries were meant to be late. The woman disappeared into the kitchen and returned with an old-fashioned teapot and delicate porcelain cups. "Come, have some tea with me. Tell me a little about yourself." That day, Jake didn't just drop off a package. He had a real conversation. From that moment on, Jake made it a habit to check on the woman once a week. He helped her with groceries, took her to the bank when she needed, and sometimes just sat and talked. And what started as a delivery mistake turned into something much more valuable, a genuine friendship. From that day forward, Jake no longer rushed through deliveries without thinking. He started paying attention, not just to addresses, but to faces, to eyes, to the small signs of loneliness. Because that day, he learned something important. Small mistakes can lead to big changes. Some deliveries don't just bring packages, they bring new beginnings. And that brings us to the end of this story. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like the video. Subs,